What's up, y'all? This your girl Starr Kraziness, and I'm coming to you with a review on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is my very first Housewives of Atlanta review. If y'all like it, I will know by by y'all telling me in the comments or the views. So if it's all good and gravy, I'm gonna keep pushing it with these reviews. If it's not, I just watch it and when it comes on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Okay, I'll be here for it. But to me, the episode was just dry. I really wasn't into it, and for them to do all this promotion and stuff like that, oh my gosh, 7 more days, 3 more days, 1 more day, stuff like this, I really wasn't feeling it. It was basically about Kenya and her housewarming and how she basically competing with Shereé, and they did a little dabble on Kandi, they did a little dabble on Phaedra, and then we had crazy ass Cynthia. We just gonna wait till I get to them scenes. That's all I'm gonna say, because I just don't understand. I really don't. But yeah, but they started off basically showing us what's gonna be happening within the season, the highlights and stuff like that. And of course we done saw some of it, especially what really was being talked about is Kandi and Porsha supposed to have a threesome with Todd or whatever. And I'm just like, we know you freaky, Kandi. We know you freaky, but I'm thinking, she gung ho about her Todd, so I didn't think she was gonna share. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, whatever. But the episode is called House of Shade and Dust, and when I tell you it was dust, it was what the heck, that type of because I don't understand how. We're just gonna get on that later. I just don't understand. But okay, so we got Kandi. She is in the bed with her husband and baby Ace. He is so freaking cute. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's just got the little fat cheese. Okay. So they talking or whatever. They get out the bed, and then all of a sudden they put him on the toilet. I'm like, what? And he 5 months. But she was like, she did that with her other baby Riley. So she don't see why people all up in her Kool-Aid for something that he's gonna have to do eventually. So she just giving him a head start. I'm like, yeah, but he's 5 months. I never heard of a person trying to potty train their child when they 5 months. But hey, do you, girl. So we're just gonna get off that because it really wasn't a scene to me. Then we got Kenya. She's at her I forgot what she called her house, but her new beginning, I'm just gonna call it. And she goes to tell us about that she doesn't go with Matt anymore. They cut ties. They had gotten to an argument. She was reading the text, looking at the text. He saw it. Stuff just went out the hand. He kicked the door open and stuff like that. It was in New Mexico or something like that. And I mean, we heard about it, but it's just been a good minute. But she brought it up. But she just said they ain't together no more. And I guess he wants her back, but she ain't. You don't cross the line when you got some anger issues, because I mean, hey, the brother got anger issues, as we could tell. What is going on with y'all out there? Hold on, y'all. Stop it. Don't make no damn sense. I tell you, these dogs. Okay, where was I at, y'all? Whatever. But we find out that Kenya, her house is still not done, but she's living in it. And me and my mama was talking about it, and she was like, wait a minute, isn't that against the law? Ain't that type of a code, a violation of a code or something? Where you can't be living in a establishment or your home when it's not even fully ready to go? I mean, she ain't. But I'm thinking maybe she's like on the bottom part where, I don't know, but she living in it, and I just don't see how, with all that chemicals going around and you sewing here and sewing up all the dust part, it's just too much. But I was telling my mama, I think she just want to spend all her money on her home that she's building. She don't want to pay for no hotel or rent out a little condo, all that could be. I was like, go ahead, do you. I just hope you don't get sick. So then we got Shereé. We go to her, and when they got to her, I was confused on who was sweeping the driveway. I'm like, who is that? Next thing I know, it's her. Now her house, even though it took her quite a while, it looks good. I ain't even gonna front. Her house inside looks good. Okay, so she takes us around her little house. Well, it ain't little house, it's a big house. She takes us around there, you know, show them the different, because it's a dude that came over there. I think he was like some type of interior designer or whatever, and they was just talking about what could be in this room, what could be in that, what'll make this pop, what'll make that pop, type of scenario. And she was just showing the different rooms and stuff like that. And she brought up her 2 kids, and they have grown, y'all. They really in that son, he looking nice, you know. Look at him, looking like a little cutie pie on it. And so then they start talking about not Shereé, what's that girl name, Kenya or whatever, and we ain't gonna go into that. So then we got Phaedra and Porsha. So Porsha come over there, you know, it's like the only friend she got on this show, to be honest. So she come over there, and it's so cute. Aiden was like, I'll go answer the door. So he opened the door, and, you know, he was basically playing around with her. And she was like, did a ghost open the door or whatever? And so she was like, let me look behind the door. And there he was so cute. Then he just took off running. Then she tried to talk to badass Dylan. That boy's bad. He is bad. He needs some. Now he needs a talking to. And then they went in the kitchen, having a little small chat, girl talk. And Porsha was like, you know, so are you up to dating and whatever? And Phaedra was like, yeah, probably so, when, you know, we get this divorce finalized. Because, you know, Apollo, he don't want to sign them papers. He being stubborn or whatever. He said, damn that, you put me in this jail cell, I ain't signing nothing. Okay, so she was like, okay, sit on down. And so she goes to tell us that it might be finalized in a couple of more days, because her lawyer found out some good news or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So then all of a sudden, they get a ring at the doorbell. And this man, it kind of put me in the mood of Cinderella. You know, she had the whole, I think, what was it, the rat or something? He was like the little, well, I don't know why I'm trying to think of marriage like groom. But y'all get what I'm saying if y'all seen it. But the way she was inviting people, she had somebody come up to the door, the pillow on the arm in their hand with a tiara. I don't know how she did the man, but this how she did Phaedra. Had a tiara, and Phaedra like, what the hell is that? Who are you? And I mean, he really didn't say too much. She just said here, and she was like, oh, okay. Come to find out, it was an invitation to Kenya's housewarming. And I'm like, you gotta be so extra, Kenya. You got to be so extra. Why couldn't you just send a nice, I'm having a housewarming, I would love for you to come, blah, blah, blah. Hugs and kisses. And that would have been, she got to be so over the top. I just can't, well. But yeah, so she did say she could bring somebody. And, you know, her and Porsha, they like 2 best friends now since Phaedra and kicked Kandi to the curb. So she's like, gonna be my +1. And she's like, I don't know, you know, we really haven't been on good terms and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. But she went on ahead and she went, of course. So then we get, and then the card, it had said something. And then it said +1 hot and not a thought. So basically, the person needs to be hot and they don't need to be thotty. I was like, all right, then that's a way to invite somebody. So then we go to Cynthia. Basically, in this scene, she's going to file for a divorce. Her attorney advised her to do a separation agreement before going full head for a divorce. And I'm like, okay. And then how Cynthia was trying to present it to the man, she was like just beating around the bush. Like, damn, just say, tell the lawyer you want a divorce from Peter. And he acting all surprised. Really? I thought y'all was good. No, you didn't think nothing, okay? Because half this stuff is scripted. So let's not get it twisted, alright? So then he brought up the whole alimony thing. And she gonna say, well, I don't want none from him. The only thing I want is my house because that has my name in it. I'm like, okay. Of course you don't want nothing for Peter. He ain't got nothing. He was getting from you. What the hell? Of course you don't want nothing from him. Okay. So that could just been left out. So then she finished up her little meeting with the lawyer, and she was like, well, the Peter need to be here, and he was like, yeah, but I'll make the phone call to Peter. I'm like, what? Y'all supposed to be trying to separate. Why are you like, come on now, I thought you was done. When you making these type of decisions, you need to be fully committed to being done with this person, okay? You can't be trying to remain. Alright, let's just get out there. But after that, she goes to her car and she has like this dramatic moment. She's sitting like this. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Why did it have to come to this? Oh my gosh. I'm like, okay. Next scene, please. Because I'm done. So now, this is 7 days until the housewarming. Kenya's getting worried. She was like, this is not done. This is not done. Oh my gosh. I don't want to be looking like a fool. And I damn sure don't want to be looking like a fool in front of she by not Shereé type thing. I can't have that, okay? And the person she was talking to, he was like, girl, you're gonna be okay. Everything gonna be good. Alright, you don't have to worry about it. Little did he know it wasn't all together. But so then we got Porsha. She goes to her anger management session with her counselor or whatever, and she goes to tell us how she was bullied in middle school and high school, how they made fun of her and this and that. And I'm like, well, maybe that's where all your anger come from. You couldn't fight back like you wanted to back then, so now somebody try to. But I'm like, wait a minute, you let Kenya go so far until you just snapped. So I guess so. So she was telling the counselor how she have some of these girls, aka not Porsha, aka Kandi and Kenya. Basically, they're being the mean girls, saying that she's always angry and her temper is off the chain. She really need to check herself and stuff like that. And I guess that just makes her even more angrier. Who cares, girl? Just pay them no mind. People gonna say what they want. They say they talked about God, okay? So just calm down. And she actually said she wanted to learn how to, when people popping off at the mouth, be like, okay, I'm gonna walk away. Now if they try to come follow you, then that's a different story. Like, I left your ass over there so you can talk and chit chat to your damn self. You don't need to come over here, okay? I'm trying to walk away and be the bigger person, alright? So she do want to learn techniques of how to do that. And when something like that comes to her, if she don't feel like walking away, she could just, okay, that's your opinion, I have mine type thing, okay? So I was like, alright, you making some progress, but you really probably only doing this so you can save face type thing. But do you, girl, try to get your life together. And basically the counselor was like, look, what you really need to do is think before you do. Think before you act on something, okay? And I mean, a lot of us is guilty of not doing that, because when we're in the moment, you go with your first, like, everything you do something, everything gonna have a reaction to it. And it might not be a pretty reaction, okay? But he was like, just think before you do, because you never know. Your reaction might make you end up at a place you don't want to be, alright? So then we got Kenya. She invites Shereé to her housewarming, and she had called her, and her excuse of why she called, that girl is so crazy. She said she called her because she don't know what it's in the invitation to. She don't know where she living. She could be in a hotel, or she could be out in the woods, or she don't know. So she just went on ahead and called her, because she could have got a proper invitation, but she didn't get that because she doesn't know where she live. I was like, stop it, Kenya, stop it. So she called her, and of course she was surprised, like, why is this lady calling me? So they going back and forth, and then they talk about the bet they had made by whoever gets in the house before Christmas has to do something or something like that. And Shereé was like, oh, okay. And then they just start going back and forth. And then next thing you know, Shereé just hung up on her like, bye. Because she was saying, because they initially was getting off the phone and King was talking about something else. She was like, girl, I ain't got time for that. Whatever. Deuces. All right. So then we got, okay. Now this right here is where I was like, what the hell? Because you know how they go to commercial, but they play like a little snippet of the next scene. And sometimes they make you think that's what that person said, but really not. It was like some more to it. So when they went to the snippet, Cynthia was FaceTiming Peter. He was like, why you FaceTiming me? I got a new girlfriend. I was like, oh, no, this Negro didn't. The disrespect. But let's fast forward. So we get to this scene. Cynthia, I guess that's she looking for the marriage license or whatever. So she called him and she FaceTime him or whatever. And what she said? Oh, she was like, what's up? And he was like, what's up, Miss Bailey? Why we gotta act like that? Okay. And the conversation was just so dry. She'll say something, he'll respond. She'll say something, he'll respond. Then the phone go quiet. And then she brings up the prenup. But then he goes to say, I'm with my new girlfriend. Because she was trying to find out where he was. And he was like, I'm with my new girlfriend, my new baby. But then he goes to say, my business. I was like, so you were trying to make her jealous on the slide. But then you're going to say, oh, I'm with my business. A.K.A. his sports bar. Yeah. No, he know what he meant. Because y'all know what I said. Him and Mimi might have something going on. Okay, Mimi from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Just saying. So, and then that's when he gonna say, why you FaceTiming me? I haven't seen you in 3 months. Nigga, maybe she wanna just see you. Goddamn. Why you asking all these shady ass questions? See, he making my blood pressure boil. He making it rise right about now. So she really didn't have a comeback for that. I was like, don't even go there with him. And she was like, did I call you at a bad time? Peter has his good days and then he has his bad days. Freak that. It's called respect. RESPECT. Tell it what you mean to me, okay? Tell me what you mean. Something like that. Y'all know where I'm going with the Aretha Franklin. Shout out to you, Miss Lady. Go ahead, do your thing. But he got some nerve. Talking about some, why you FaceTiming me? I ain't seen you in 3 months. Now you want to grace me with your presence. You know I miss you. I can't tell. Okay. And she still wants it. Girl, you should have been divorced him. So then I think she asked him about the marriage license. And he gonna say, go ask your mama where it's at. God, what? Let's get off that. I don't want to talk about that. No, I just don't. 2 hours. Can't do it. 2 hours to the housewarming. And Kenya is still not ready. We still got stuff leaking. We still got stuff that's not covered. Where you can see the cords and stuff. That's a hazardous type thing going on, Kenya. And she's stressing out. Whatever. Then we go to a scene with Todd and Kandi. She getting Ace ready. And she talking about she got to go to Kenya housewarming. Then we go back to Kenya. Cynthia shows up. Cynthia shows up. And she looking like, what the hell is this? It looks nice. I can see the vision. I'm like, I can see where you're going with this. But she needs to be on it. She don't need to be having no damn housewarming. Or whatever. So she get up there. They hug. Or whatever. And she was like, do I need to help you out, girl? Because it looked like you need some help. Because it's 2 hours before showtime. And you ain't ready, baby. You ain't ready. She was like, it's okay. I just need to do a little finishing touches on the place. But it's good. It's good. You want me to find a place to put your clothes? Like that. I can't. I cannot. Oh, my goodness. So... oh my goodness, this girl is crazy. So they talk or whatever. They go up to her room and Cynthia happens to notice some balloons. And she's like, who this from? And she was like, read the card or whatever. So Matt, declaring his love for Kenya, and Kenya talking about how when she first had the house, it was supposed to be, with love and all this. And then she met Matt, and that even made her more want to build a house and build towards something. And they thought they were gonna be together forever and this and that. I was like, oh, I'm done with it. Okay. And so Cynthia was like, look, I'm gonna go downstairs. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I don't know what's really going on with them two, but I'm about to go accompany your guests. And she was like, yes, girl, yes, I need just some time. So I'll be down now. So we get down there, people showing up, and it just really looked like people. Well, she even said it. She was like, she only wanted people that really helped out and believed in her getting this house and working on it to be fabulous type thing. She said she invited her friends and vendors and people she worked with. I was like, okay. So Shereé get there, and I'm like, who is this off-brand Bob? Because it kind of looked like her ex-husband, but just a little skinny version. And I want to say he was gay or whatever, but he was just, I was like, where did you get him from? Like, ugh. So she was being shady. She was like, what is this? Oh, see, I can't do that. So she took off her heels and she put on her flats, honey. She said she was not about to fall down that driveway. I would have told somebody, you have to drive down this bad boy. Because it really didn't. And then what made it so bad, that Kenya said she had got a new driveway. I'm like, nah, boo. Why you want to be back out here in the woods anyway, like cabin in the woods type thing? I wasn't feeling it. But hey, you want to be secluded. Now, if something pop off, somebody can't help you because you back there in the woods, and I don't think nobody want to come down that shady ass driveway you got. I'm just saying. So they get down there, and of course, Shereé throwing shade. I mean, she was just throwing it, but hey, it is what it is. And then she was complaining about how hot it is. She was like, I need to be by some air. This woman, she walked in the house and just stand right over the vent. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. So, Kenya finally comes down and she talks to everybody, and she makes her way over there to Cynthia and Shereé, and she was like, yes, girl, I don't know how you did it. It's just been a lot. Being stressful and stuff like that. You did. And it's been 5 years for you. And Shereé was like, hold up. No, boo. Initially, I didn't really start working on this house until 2012. So it's been like 4. Don't try it. And your little spot you got right here, this is like the size of my master bedroom. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again. So then Shereé was like, who did you invite? And she was like, well, I invited Mimi, but I'm not Mimi, damn it. Nene, but she in Miami. I invited Kandi. I invite, everybody. Okay, well, did you invite Porsha? No, I wouldn't feel safe. Yeah, we supposed to be cool, cordial, but, she popped off. Did you not see when the last time we linked up? She actually went and tried to kick out her best friend, like kick her butt. And then gonna come back and tell myself, oh, I had to send a friend out. No, I had to see a friend out. I see with an ass whipping. Like, girl, I can't. So, she was like, no. So then they take us to Porsha and Phaedra. So Porsha decides to come. She's talking about she turning a new leaf. She's gonna be civil or whatever. And they ride in the car to come to the place. Kandi finally show up. She always be late to something. With her +1. Then we go back. We got Phaedra and Porsha. They finally show up. They, can't walk down the hill. I don't think nobody could. You need somebody. Like, you need somebody. You really do. To come down that doggone shady driveway. I wouldn't be coming down there at nighttime. Hell no. Come get me out the woods. Round. Back up. I have to do my 2-3 combo on your head. Like, But anyway, we get off that. So they leave us with this. Porsha and Phaedra walking to the door. Porsha and Phaedra get up them stairs. Hey girl, here goes Shereé. And all her little extra dramatic sound effects. Ooh girl. Like, really, Shereé? You just can't make it more obvious, alright? And then Cynthia, she turned around. What the hell Porsha doing here? She wasn't invited. I was like, well, you see, you should have talked to Phaedra. You should have said, look, I know you were cool with Porsha. Y'all thick as thieves, but she's not invited to this party, okay? But she gone ahead, she, you know, get kicking, and then we got Kenya. She walking, doing this like, oh, really? So my question to y'all is, if you were Kenya, and you... So my question to y'all is, if you were Kenya and you saw Porsha, what would you do? Leave your comment and answer in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next review. Bye.